Hi there, my name's Sam, and we are here in The Sims 3. If you are familiar at all with this game, you would probably recognize the town that we are looking at here, which looks very nice. This is Sunset Valley. So I have some sort of explaining to do. I have a few different things to talk about, so sorry in advance. We will get to actually playing a little bit in this episode, but there's a lot of explanation first off. So first thing, I did have a Sims 3 series going on of the Sims 3 Pleasant View custom world. I stopped playing it for now because I didn't really like how, I don't know, it was like having the same Sims going on in two different games at the same time got kind of weird. And it was like I would play the broke household in The Sims 2, and then I'd play him again in The Sims 3, and it was like, okay, whatever. It was kind of neat to do it differently, but, I decided that if I want to play The Sims 3, I'm going to play some more actual characters from the Sims 3 series, I guess, if that makes sense, or pre-mades, I guess is the way you would want to say it. So for now, I've put The Sims 3 Pleasant View on pause, just because I wasn't very into it. Maybe somewhere down the line I will start it up again. I have the save file and everything backed up. But for now, I'd like to look into The Sims 3 Sunset Valley, which was, of course, the first base game neighborhood. Now, this is not the original Sunset Valley. It is, but it isn't. This is a version which I'll put a link in the description for, but this is considered Sunset Valley 2020. And this is a couple of creators got together and essentially integrated all of the expansion packs into Sunset Valley. So it's all kind of updated with all the different venues and things that come with all the packs, which is pretty neat because that's the only thing that tends to deter me when I want to go back and play another town, because obviously the creators of the game couldn't put pack data from another pack into a town, even if it was like the more up-to-date objects that everybody had anyway, because somebody needed to be able to buy it without having to have that. So for like example, one of my favorite towns is Lucky Palms, but it's like if you go to one of it's supposed to be this gambling casino place, but you go to the dance club and the bar is just a regular home bar without a professional bartender that might have come with like late night or something. So all the Sims are just stumbling around trying to fight to make their own drinks or something ridiculous, and you have to go in and fix it yourself and everything anyway. Stuff like that can get a little annoying if you like playing with all the packs. So that's kind of the overall perks of having a filled out town. There's a couple, I haven't really played it too much, so I've tried it a couple times, but I'm not sure if I'll end up changing things myself, because I can tell a lot of it was just the pre-made lots for the various like Showtime venues just plopped in. Like there's one place where I can exit my sort of tab mode here. Like these two lots are the only ones that really annoy me. These just ugly lots plopped here with concrete around them square. I don't really like how that looks. I don't know if that really works for Sunset Valley, and over time I may change it. This is just sitting here. But otherwise, I think it's pretty cool to have everything here and being able to have the full experience. So then that kind of brings me to one thing I noticed, which I didn't realize also with this town, was that they put in some households from other towns to kind of fill out, I think, try to, like all of these households with pets, I realized are actually imported from Appaloosa Plains. I saw a couple that I knew were from Bridgeport, and so I guess that was just trying to bring in more of those characters from other expansions. So I guess it's not too bad, and I'm not super into the Sunset Valley lore, I guess. I always played The Sims 3 as like making my own little legacy family and just going with it. So I didn't really get to know the pre-made. So that's also kind of my purpose in doing this, is starting to actually do that. But then, so to continue, I'd like to try to play rotationally, and that was kind of my plan, similar to how I did with The Sims 3 Pleasant View. But I got kind of overwhelmed with the idea of, because Sims 3 towns have so many Sims, and now especially with extra Sims from other towns plopped in here, it got to be, the idea of it was a little bit too much. And so what I decided to do was play a sort of, I came up with my own style of a rotational game where I chose a handful of specific families. And I'm gonna, families that I felt like were more important families of the town. And I'm gonna play with them in a way that I call a rotational legacy. So I'm not sure how this is gonna work out. This is my first time trying it, but essentially, I guess the best way to explain it, so you probably can figure out here, I have, if you're familiar, I have the Alto family selected. Holly does still have her blondish hair, but my custom hair is showing black in here. I don't know why. But anyway, so right now these guys are going to be one of the handful of families that I've chosen to play rotationally. But once Holly has grown up, she's going to be like the heiress of the Alto family, and she's going to become the active sim that we play. And these guys are going to go off into story progression. So she becomes like the active one. So that there's like not too many households that keep combining, that keep growing. Because that's what always, I lose motivation in having to play so many families. And I like trying to kind of become more attached to my Sims in The Sims 3. And I feel like when I'm able to actually just kind of focus on the few, I enjoy it more. So I'm going to kind of play with that a little bit and see how it goes. And I hope that made some sense. And each family that I've chosen has either already has a kid or will have a kid, hopefully, that I'll be able to kind of be the next gen. But so I'm going to give you a listing of the families that I have chosen to be the active families. So of course I ended up kind of setting them up in alphabetical order. So first we have the Alto family. I've then chosen the Bachelor family, the Bunch family, which the Bunch family, I didn't know if I really saw them as like a key family in the town, but they are like the entire family, the whole gang got hit with the ugly stick, like real hard. And they are just so hideous that I love them. And I just want that. It's like it's almost going to be like a little mini breed out the ugly challenge with that kid. The main kid that I end up choosing. I think I will end up choosing Alto. I think his name is, I have him over here. He's the son, Arlo. Sorry, not Alto. That's these guys. Arlo. And I remember like a couple of years ago, I played a legacy here that I used Sunset Valley as my town where I had the legacy, and Arlo grew up kind of alongside one of my legacy kids, and every time I got a story progression pop-up that he had aged up, I was like so excited to go see how much uglier he got with each age up. And I guess just over time, I sort of grew more and more attached to Arlo. So he's really the only sim that I've ever gotten to know a little bit in Sunset Valley as far as the pre-mates go. So I was really excited to have the Bunch family in there. Then I chose Agnes Crumplebottom. She's just by herself, but I feel like the Crumplebottom name is pretty iconic in the Sim franchise. And then of course the Goth family, the Landgrabs, and the Langarax. So those are the only families that we are going to actively be playing rotationally. And if you have any other families that you feel like are very important to the Sunset Valley lore that should be an active family, certainly suggest them and I'll consider adding them. But I'm pretty happy with this crew right now. So I'm using a NRAAS story progression caste that controls the Sims and stops them from aging when we are not playing them. I can also link something in the description that explains that a little bit better. I don't want to waste too much time going into that. So firstly, we are going to be doing the Alto household here. We're going to look at their traits and what their bio is, and the bio is what EA wrote for them. So I've given them all makeovers, but I chose not to do any sort of alteration of their facial features. The only time that I did is when they were just really bad, not in like a I thought they were ugly kind of way, because some of the ugly Sims, like I said, like the Bunch family, I let be ugly. Unlike in my Pleasant View where I made everybody good looking. I wanted to let the true Sims 3 genetics shine through here. But some of them, like this Vita, the mother here, I'm on a different level. She had like this weird thing that some Sims have where like their lower lid is like shaped the wrong way. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it instead of dipping down like an eyelid is supposed to do, curves upward into the eye. It's just like the weirdest. It doesn't make sense. Like people don't have that. I don't know. It's not a trait that I know of. But anyway, I fixed hers. Of course, her eyes are closed right now, so you can't see because I can hit play. It's gonna lag me for a sec here. Yeah. I do have aging set to normal right now, so it's kind of a mid-range. Although I do have an aging mod that alters what those settings mean. But anyway, so you can see here, her eyes look normal because I kind of fixed them. But otherwise, I kept her how she is. So let's see, we'll start with the father, Nick Alto. Now, he has the lifetime wish of being the Emperor of Evil, which means to be level 10 in the criminal career track. He's a workaholic, he's family-oriented, he's a hydrophobic, kind of interesting. I almost said he's ambitious. I almost said amphibious. It's like, I don't think those two go together. Anyway, and he's mean-spirited. So, and then I also noticed that he just got the want to join the criminal career. Now, interestingly, currently he is in the business career, quite high up, but I noticed that he's not doing very good. He's very, looks like his boss is unhappy, and so he's not excelling there, and I think he wants to jump into a little bit different direction here, into the criminal career. Let me look at his little bio. So, an utterly ruthless businessman, Nick Alto, along with his wife, has plotted the misfortune of almost everyone they've met. So generally, he's kind of not a great guy. So then we can look at his wife here, Vita. Now, Vita wants to become the leader of the free world. So, level 10 political career track. She's a smoozer, she's a snob, she's a charismatic, she is evil, and she's ambitious also. And she is in the level 6 of the political career. And I think she looks like she's not doing fantastic, but maybe when they first start out in the town, they kind of are neutral. I don't know. But I like that for her, and I like the two of them, the idea of like the criminal career having an end with the politics and it being corrupt and awful and all that crap. So this is a really cool household. Then I have their daughter Holly here. Poor little Holly. Oh, and I didn't read Vita's bio, I don't think here. So as charming as she is unscrupulous, it is highly unfortunate for all of the town that Vito Alto is a politician with any sort of power. So, yeah. Then there's Holly. Now, Holly is a vegetarian. She's good, and she's easily impressed, and she is artistic. Now, Holly is kind of the free-spirited, kind of a sort of a hippie type, I think is what she gets sort of made into. And I chose to dress her in almost a little bit of a retro 60s hippie sort of feel, kind of the clean-cut hippie style of that era. So she's a high school student with a grade C. I think all the kids start out with C's, maybe. But yeah, so she's kind of artsy and stuff, and so quite the opposite of her parents. And she probably is quite ashamed of her parents. I wonder what her bio says here. Holly somehow managed to develop the polar opposite moral code of her parents and is constantly striving to turn them to good. So, yeah, pretty much what we just kind of figured out there. So we can get going here. Hit play. Well, it says he wants to work out too, which is interesting. Maybe he doesn't like being more heavy set. Send a text to Tori Kimura. Alright, he's thinking about fame. Maybe that's why he loves her, is because he likes being the husband of a famous politician. He wants to invite a sim over. Maybe that has to do with schmoozing her colleagues. And then what does Holly want? She wants a part-time job. Could go do that and get her a job. Uh-oh. Miss Bella Bachelor has just gotten an error from the from her parents' van. Okay. I think everything's lagging a little bit right now because everything's still kind of getting set up. I didn't end up doing any makeovers to the houses exactly. And I don't know, I think... Oh, wait a minute. What is going on? Where did they go? I thought I heard them jumping into the pool. Oh, nope. They're in here. Okay. But this is a very vibrant, colorful household for such a, like, an evil person. You'd think it would be, like, dark and stuff, but very vibrant. I actually don't mind it. A lot of EA's Sims 3 decorating tends to be very drab, but this one really is not, which is nice. I don't know if these two are going to end up having another child. Wonder how that will go over. Let's become good friends with somebody. I'm gonna lock that in. I also just chose see Holly graduate. She wants to see Holly do well and graduate. Holly wants to learn the writing skill. Take a class in writing. Learn street art. That's interesting. So I'm still kind of experiencing some lag. I know I probably still Sims kind of settling themselves. This is the first time I've really hit play in this town, hoping the lag doesn't continue. I don't think, let me see what I set story progression to as far as speed. I don't know if that might help. And I have it set to slow. I copied essentially what I used in the Pleasant View over here as far as settings go. I assume it's just everybody setting up. I also thought that if it became an issue with too many Sims making things sluggish, that I wouldn't really be opposed to deleting some of the imported Sims from the other towns that I was talking about, because I don't really care about them being here. So I'm wondering what kind of job Holly would want to get. Let's see. I'll leave it playing while we look here. So she's very I wonder, very artistic, very... Oh, that's right. She likes writing, so she could get a part-time job at the bookstore. That seems like a good little job for her. I've got two Sims cuddling on the couch, the portrait, or the... Okay, never mind. Can't say it, so never mind. Alright. Holly's on her way in. She's gonna be a cash register specialist. It's a very fancy name for that position. Now, she also wants to take a class in writing skill. Her family is rich enough that I would think she would be able to just head on over somewhere. I don't know where that is. I wonder if it's here, or is that like at the school? Oh, the business office for a writing class? Okay. That's weird, but alright. I'm gonna have Holly go take a writing class. What do you need to do? Oh, that's right. I think I'll probably have him go... I don't know why I just selected that. Enroll in university. Become best friends with Holly. Interesting. He feels bad that she thinks he's evil and wants to be friends with him. You're not going to go to university. I think you're a little past that. I would think they might have a maid. Maybe we ought to hire a maid. Oh, she's feeling humiliated. Interesting. My appearance, buddy. I'm gonna have you go run off and join the criminal career, which I gotta figure out where on earth the criminal career is hiding. Oh, right in front of me, right there. Okay. Join criminal career. I love that it said part-time delinquent job. I don't know if that's custom job or it's part of the game. Gonna be a part-time delinquent. Oh, we're gonna be a full-time criminal. Alright, Holly, what are we gonna do? Or not Holly. Vita, what are we gonna do with you? So, oh, excuse me, ma'am. Okay, she has the want to see Nick's ghost. The dead still exist in a sense. Your sim wants to see a ghost. How daring. I'm confused. You were just, like, flirting with him, and you quite like him. I don't think we're gonna lock that in because I don't want Nick to die. Who is this Tori Kimura who she wants to... Oh, it's her boss. Well, let's send a text. Friendly text, because that's what she wants to do. Maybe she'll invite her over and try to schmooze her a little bit. I think that's probably a good option for her right now. Can you get out of the pool? The only thing about having pools on Sims lots is they're just constantly obsessed with them. So my Sims just always end up constantly in their swimwear. So that probably, yeah, that boosted our relationship just a teeny tiny bit. It's like a little tiny bit of green. Let's invite over. Sure, I'll come over in a little while. Nice. He wants to work out until fatigued, so I might send him off to the, I almost said the workout, the gym. Okay, Holly just finished her writing. Oh, she just got the want to write a novel and socialize with a supernatural. I don't know that we have supernaturals in our town, but maybe there was one nearby, and that's why she got that want. But, so it says, can words move another sim to cry, to laugh, to fall in love? Holly has begun the literary path, and I think that was just, she finished her, she got a 1 skill point from that, I guess. Finished her, little lesson, whatever the heck, class. Oh, and he's working out. Okay, is our friend here? Are you ignoring them? Is somebody, oh yeah, she's here. Hey, stop. Now, I think it might be kind of hard to get Vita to be nice to people. She tends to always want to be mean to people, so even though she's a schmoozer, which I'm gonna go through and choose a bunch of the schmoozer options. Look, and this lady's headed for the pool. I might have to delete the pool because it just annoys me. Or delete the, well, no, I think they can still jump in even without the ladder, so I don't know. Get out. Oh my god. See, and now I can't I can't interact. Get out of my pool. No, okay. They're just gonna swim together. Alright, maybe they'll have fun swimming together. Oh, alright. Where the heck I've never seen that before. Okay, I really want them to actually interact and get the heck out of the pool. Okay, I might see if I can use move objects to get her out of the pool and then delete the pool. I don't know what just happened. I think I'm ruining everything. Okay, here we go. They just learned that each other was a snob. But anyway, I had to reset them both. She ended up going back to her house after I reset her, so I had to invite her back over. I put a locked gate in front of the pool for now. It kind of doesn't match, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. Oh, I should use one of these fences. Anyway, we're just gonna focus on this. I'm gonna have to keep, again, pushing the friendly interactions, because when left to her own devices, Vita is just cruel. Okay. Looks like Nick over at the gym right now achieved his want of working out until fatigued, and he just got the want to have a child with Vita. Alright then. Take a class in cooking skill. I don't really care for him to do that. How about you come home, buddy? And I think Holly is off sitting somewhere. How about you come home too? So Holly wants to write a novel. Let me see. I think her room... No, that's the parents. I think this is supposed to be her room. There's also a baby crib in here, which is interesting. She doesn't seem to have her own computer. I was hoping that she would, but I saw one hanging out over here. So we're going to start writing a novel. What a fiction novel. She wants to talk to Tori about self. Every sim has a favorite subject, and your sim wants to tell someone all about it. All about herself. It's a very self-centered character. I don't see the option to talk about... talk about self. There we go. I love that. Okay, so in the name of Holly's book, the randomized one was Jimmy Sprocket and the Ghost Town Blanket. Sure, why not? I like a lot of the randomized names. There's some pretty weird ones. Also with like the band names that come up. Where is Nick? Is he coming? Oh, he's taking a very slow bath at the gym. Okay, bud. That's fine, I guess. Wow, we got a lot of Sims over here. The Costa Bachelor, so that's Bella Goth's mom. Or Bella Bachelor now, it's not Bella Goth yet. Oh, that's her father. Oh no, that's Parker Langrax, so that is Kaylin Langrax's older brother. See, we got all these connections going on here. Oh, that's Dustin Langrax, which is Kaylin's father. And Kaylin's mother. And Bella's brother. Oh my god. I'm just gonna stop naming people now. Yeah, I'm worried about the chugging that's going on. I think I will end up going through and checking which households um, are not Sunset Valley natives and kicking them out just because I don't think it's necessary for them to be here. Every time I leave her alone, she does something to offend Tori. You need to just stop it, please. I think we gained the good friend point here, so we are gonna ask her to leave in a minute so that we don't hurt this relationship anymore. Also, Vita has a very deep voice. Kind of interesting. Okay, she's gonna go now. Now, I was noticing that Vita needs a lot of charisma skill. And since, of course, her want is to be leader of the free world and get to the top of her career, it makes sense to have her do that. I'm gonna go, like, up here. Oh, I didn't know we had a... Like, they have a treadmill right in front of a window. I mean, a window. A mirror. So they can watch themselves work out. Okay. Somebody's, like, looking at themselves a little bit much. Where's our mirror? That big mirror. Practice domination of the world speech. That's exactly what she would be doing. Yeah, I think I need to hire them a butler or something to make them food and everything. There we go. So we just hired a butler. He's hungry right now, though, so maybe we'll have him, oh shoot, that's right. I need to have him order groceries and stuff. Oh, is this the Joshua Grover? I think that's the butler now. And we don't have a bed for him. It said that there has to be a bed available. Maybe we could make him something up here. Up in some, or we could make him his own little house. Maybe that's what we could put out here. Make like a little butler's quarters. A lot of empty space. Okay. Alright. So there we go. Just got a cute little back house here for the butler. Set as Butler Joshua's bed. There we go. Just went very simple and basic. I didn't over decorate too much yet. I probably will eventually, but even my build mode and buy mode is lagging really bad, so I think it's probably my graphics settings are too high for this large of a town, but I'll stop complaining about it. Send a text to Joshua Grover. He's literally in your house right now. Okay. I believe, yeah, Holly is still working away at her novel. She's not quite halfway done. Group up with Vita Alto. Improve writing skill. I'm going to get rid of Socialize with a Supernatural and choose this book writing royalties want. That'd be pretty cool. I would like to have some of the kids go to college and figure out how to group them up like that to go together. It'd be neat for her to go to school for like art and stuff. He's just in here reading a book. Okay, Mr. Butler. Where are you? Why were you... I told him... Oh, crap. I forgot him. I sent him off to buy groceries, and then I forgot to tell him to come home. So he's decided to go and buy himself dinner somewhere. Say, screw my family. I'm just gonna go eat on my own. Can I plop these in here real quick? Yeah. Alright, so I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and just leave this episode here. We didn't end up accomplishing a ton with the family because of all the explaining and getting things started, but we got things established here. I've got some tweaking to do, obviously, to get things running more smoothly. But anyway, so I'm hoping this will be kind of a fun series to work our way through. And I'm also going to be, of course, still working on my Sims 2 series. Alright, thanks for watching.